Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. I am excited to talk to you all today. While I am finishing packing up some of these orders, I thought it would be fun for me to share just a little bit of some of my faves that I have been using for years when it comes to packing orders. So if you have a product-based business of really any kind, but specifically if it's stationery, if it's stickers and different things, I think you will definitely benefit from watching today's video. It's going to be a quick one, but I just wanted to share some of my favorites. I do also have an Amazon storefront, so all of the things that I mentioned, I pretty much get from Amazon, but if it's anything different, then I will be sure to have the links and stuff down below. So if you want to check them out, I know a lot of people have plans of wanting to launch businesses in the new year. And so this is one of those things you kind of have to think about. It's inevitable. If you're going to do physical products, you know, you're going to have packing materials and different things like that. And so this is what I'm packing up right now. It is my Bun Girl Plans sticker kit. I actually talked about this in yesterday's vlog. And so it is just this cute little pack of things. It comes with a couple of different stickers and all that stuff. And so I thought it would be fun to just have a little background on it. And this person actually got both the neutral and the colorful, so I just have them. But this is literally just some cardstock paper. And then I do have this chipboard in there just to keep it from bending. So when it's in the mail, just as extra reinforcement, because these things, I bought these, y'all, okay, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend them. They work, but try to get you some that are stay flat. So if you have anything that you don't want to get bent, so if you are a sticker shop, of course you don't want your stickers to get bent in the mail, try to find a stay flat mailer. But if for some reason, if you're like me, I ordered this thinking it would stay flat, I'm pretty sure that it was supposed to be, and it was like this, and I'm really bad about returning things. And so instead, I already usually have these on deck. They're chipboard. They come in a lot of different thicknesses, and I just put this in there, and it literally acts as a stay flat thing. So I just kind of use what I have and make it work, right? And then I also have this other size, which these are stay flat, but sometimes I will add a little extra reinforcement depending on what's in there. But it has these little ridge things on there that help it from just, you know, kind of bending, but it still does bend, but you have to really like try to make it bend, if that makes sense. Like it's not just gonna fold, like you really have to be trying. So sometimes I'm like, I'll just go ahead and pop one of those chipboard things in there just to be safe. But as you can see, I kept it pretty simple with the packaging. So I have the chipboard in there. I put the colored cardstock. I have so much colored cardstock, so I'm like, why not? Let's use it. My daughter's in the background, so I apologize for that. And then I just put everything in here. And then the only other things that's really a part of this packaging for this particular thing is I have these little clear packing things. I have little ones like this. I have long ones for my pens. And then I also, this is kind of the little things, I got these from Target, these little holders. But then I also have these half letter size ones. So you can get these off of Amazon. They sell them individually in the different sizes, or you can also get just like a big pack of them in different sizes. So I've done each. I've done it where like I'm looking for something very specific, and sometimes I will get just a variety pack because I know I have different sizes of things. I definitely recommend if you're getting started and you have multiple types of items, things of varying size. And this even goes for things outside of stationery. You know, like if you have different apparel items or whatever the case may be, sometimes it's nice to have a variety of things, because what tends to happen sometimes, like if I only had this size, if I was just going to be putting, like, let's say it's just this one little sticker, because you can actually get this in my shop, like just this one sticker sheet here. Imagine that in here. It would look crazy. So that's why it's nice to have the different sizes. And then at least it's not as much for me to kind of manipulate and fold down. So what I do is I have these little clear circles. And again, everything I'm mentioning will be linked. So if you're like, girl, these little clear circles, let me try to bring it closer so see if you can see it. They're on this long strip, this roll. I've had this for a little bit of time now. And that's what they look like. So you get these, and I just think they look a little bit nicer than just regular tape, which is what I used to use back in the day. But then I saw these and I was like, oh, this is so much better. So all I do is whenever, sometimes it's just bigger, right? The clear plastic thing is just bigger than whatever it is I'm wrapping up. So once I fold it down, because it does have adhesive already part of it, I just add these little stickers right here to the side, and that just kind of gives it more of like a clean finish. You know, just something simple. And then I just finish it off with a branded sticker. So right now I pretty much make all of my own packaging, and I do it basically creating it in either Illustrator or Canva. These little order cards, I just had one, here we go. These little order cards were designed in Canva. And then I downloaded this into my Silhouette software and then print and cut it. So sometimes I will get packaging and stuff done from other companies. I'm in a season of where I really am trying to like cut costs, especially with things that I know would at the end of the day, like most people are going to throw these away, you know? So it's like, I don't necessarily want to pay for these right now. I have the time to do it, so I will. But if it gets to a point where this is no longer something I have time for, then I'll outsource it. And I feel like that is something that I would apply really to any part of business. You know, if it's something you enjoy, which I don't mind doing my packaging, but if it gets to a point where it's taking away from other things, or, you know, like I'm sitting here and I'm working on like packaging stickers and I have like all these orders in the queue or something like that, that's when you might be like, okay, it probably would be just better for my time and my money to just go ahead and get these created. And you can get things like this from so many companies nowadays, you know, Kiss Cut stickers, and different things. So this is just a very simple packaging that I make. I have this and I put this in every order, and it's just thank you card. Thank you for supporting us. It says, thank you so much for your purchase. To show our love, please enjoy 10% off your next order. There's a code, and then it has just some different links to connect and leave a review. So it's a very simple little card, but it's a nice little addition just to add some branding. And then I also like to add my sticker to the, let me cover it. I also like to add my sticker to the actual outside of it just for some extra. And then I'll also put it on the corner of different things. If you've seen any of my videos, I put it on like my planners as well, my notebooks. I use these little stickers on literally everything, and it just adds that extra something to the packaging. Like if you purchase a pen from my shop, a pen loop, like whatever it may be, like they all get this little orange sticker on them at some point. And these were just designed straight in my Silhouette software, and I just put a ton on a page. And usually what I'll just do is I'll print out like 5 or 6 of these sheets at once, or 10 of them sometimes, and then I just have them and they last for, you know, however much I need. Because sometimes in one order I might use like 3 or 4 of them in an order sometimes. So like it pays to just make a whole bunch in one sitting and just have them. So I'm just now starting to get to a point where I think this might be my last sheet actually. So I'm going to be making some more packaging, which is perfect timing because I'm kind of slowing down for the season anyway. But you know, you can add to your just kind of like your business to-dos and different things. Like there's always going to be just those different tasks that are recurring that always happen for your business. You can add to that to be like, okay, once a month I'm going to re-up my packaging stuff, right? So it could just be on your calendar, and you know on that specific day you're going to sit down and you're going to print out all of your stuff. You're going to design some new packaging, you know, like order card inserts, whatever it may be. But I just think it's nice to have a little bit of branding. It adds some personality. Other things I have done in the past, here we go. I'm trying to talk and do. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Let's see, where is, okay. Tiffany, if you are watching this, I'm packing up your order as we speak. She is the one that got both the neutral and the colorful Bun Girl Plans kits. So putting this in here. But what I was just basically saying, like what I've done in the past is I have ordered from other companies before. Like I've gotten packaging from Vistaprint, Stationery HQ, Digital Lizard, or some of the different ones I've used. And I love all of it. You know, like if you have the extra money, like I said, I would definitely do it. But if you have the ability and you want to do your own packaging, I think it's great. And then you can add to it over time. So like I have used the tape from Sticker Mule, for example. I'm not using it currently in this season. I'm just doing like clear packing tape right now. But sometimes I will invest and I'll get that packing tape, and it's like kind of that water activated tape, and you can put your logo on there. That's another really great and pretty affordable option to add as far as packaging is concerned, especially if you have boxes and you don't have to use a ton of tape. You literally just use one. It's really, really nice, and it's very sturdy, very high quality. I'm definitely going to be ordering me some of those for the top of the year to have. But I think it's just going to be a matter of, you know, what is your What is your budget? You know, what do you want the overall experience for your customers to be? Tissue paper is always a great addition to add. The paper shred is great. Bubble wrap, like for my planners, I put bubble wrap on them. They go inside of an even bigger plastic thing like this, but it's larger, of course. And then I finish it off with a different sticker. So you can really do a lot of things, but it doesn't have to be super expensive. And so, you know, sometimes people will say to me, like in the past when I've worked with different clients, they'll be like, oh, you know, like I really want this, but I don't have the money to make it happen in this way. And it's like, girl, get creative. You know, you can make it happen. And even let's say you don't have one of the cutting machines, right? You can still make it in Canva. Canva is very user friendly, so I always will recommend that first. If you have access to it, of course, you can have a free account on there. You can do a lot of things on the free account. You can make your thank you cards, for example, on Canva, or even if it's a packaging sticker, you could do that and then you can just cut them out yourself. And you can even level it up a little bit and you can get yourself a little punch, like a corner rounder, and you can round the corners on things if you wanted to just look a little bit nicer. You know, whatever the case is, depending on what it is, you may want that. Because sometimes the places will charge more to round the corners. So if you feel like, oh, that's kind of expensive, I don't know if I want to pay 50 cents for y'all to round the corners per thing, I'm going to go ahead and invest in a $10 corner rounder, you know, from the store. Like I've gotten them from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. And then now you just have that and you can round the corners on literally anything you want. It doesn't have to just be the packaging, but, you know, literally anything. Okay, do I need to cut this down? Or is it going to fit? Let's see. I need to cut this down just a little bit. But yeah, so that is basically my packaging spiel. I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about that. If you have questions about packaging, definitely let me know, because again, I know everyone has different businesses, and so sometimes it's hard to be able to cover everything. But I mean, that's really the basics. Like, you don't have to completely reinvent the wheel to have an amazing customer experience. Like, you just want someone to be able to feel like, wow, like this was made especially for me. And something like this is just super cute. It's simple. And it just elevates it a little bit more than me just like throwing it in the plastic bag with nothing on the back. And for some, I do that, you know, but for this particular kit, because it was kind of like a special for Black Friday and it's all coordinated together, I was like, you know, let's elevate it up a little bit. But I didn't have to go out of my way to do a whole lot to make it look elevated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally went into my stash of, I'm cutting this down. This chipboard, that's the only thing, you know, you got to have like a little cutter of some sort to cut the chipboard, and then that way it'll be straight too. Because yeah, it can be kind of hard to cut down. I'm going to actually use a different plastic bag because I just kind of messed up the one that it was in. Sometimes I don't cut it down enough for this. I always forget that like this one that I have, it's a little bit shorter. So sometimes I forget to cut it down a little bit more to make sure it fits nicely in there. So no worries. But yeah, see, literally it's just... So, you know, a lot of you that watch my channel, I know you are crafty. I know you have a lot of things already. Some of you may have the machines and they might just be collecting dust, because I know many people will have the equipment, but you get intimidated by it. You know, you're like, okay, I don't know how to use this. I don't know what this button does. Last time I tried it, it didn't work. And I will let you know, I have had my fair share of issues with my equipment. Like, don't get me wrong. There's times when I'm like, oh, I didn't be using this. I'm an OG in the game, right? And then something happens. So, you know, it's always going to be a learning curve with these machines, but they do so much, and it's so worth you taking the time. If you made the investment, then it's worth you taking that time to really learn how to use it, because it's just freeing when you know you can create things. And there's so many things that I don't even know how to do yet on my machines, but I'm able to do what I need to do. And so like making your own packaging, it's a great money saver, because it can get costly when you're already paying for materials and things for your actual products. Sometimes this is something where you can, and of course you're still going to pay for materials to make the packaging, but you're not having to pay for someone else's labor to create it for you. So just some different, you know, business things to think of. At the end of the day, we want the customer to be happy as much as possible. And so that's always what my hope is. And so Shopify is the store that I have all of my things on. That's where my website is set up. So they actually will print out trying to make sure nothing's showing. They'll actually print out the shipping label for you. So I always just write a cute little thank you or a little message. And then I will just kind of use it also to just check off to make sure that everything's good. I include that in there. And then I also include the little card, seal it up. And that is pretty much it, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely leave your questions down below if you have any pertaining to really anything business related, but even if it's specific to packaging. And I will see you all tomorrow for the next vlog. Bye.